men and women like me, honorable men and women who were willing to give their life for you. We're suffering every day. Many of us suffering in silence. Which is why there's so many of us killing ourselves, one every 90 minutes. First and foremost, I'm a God-fearing man, a father, combat veteran, and all in all, I'm a person who's found happiness through a 13-and-a-half-year struggle with PTSD and suicide. I am a 13 Bravo, which is field artillery. You seek, destroy, and you kill the enemy, when they try to engage you. So I arrived in Iraq at 20 in the spring of 2003. And it was just intense warfare, urban warfare. You detach, man. There's, watch children die in front of me. I see it and I just, no emotion, like, fuck it. Lost my best friend over the radio. They tell you it's at, Alpha Battery. We just got hit. And there's 3 KIA. Commander said, listen guys, the Humvee is at Battalion. Anyone that wants to go see it. He was a driver, and there's still like parts of his skull. Fucking pools of blood everywhere. His hand got blown off. All of a sudden, man, I looked down, and that brace was sitting right there, man. He had a little daughter. And his fear was that he would never see her again. So for us, we come back in the civilian world and it's like, you know that you did all these things, you've seen all these things, so what do you do with all that? All of a sudden, I'm not that person anymore, and that's the psychological warfare. I finally accepted mentally I have PTSD, and it took me almost 13 years. So when that finally exploded in my mind, it was bad. My family said, listen, we need to get you to the VA, and I'm gonna try it. Optimistic for the first time, because I'm like, I have to believe at this point this is gonna work. And so they say, here is this for your depression, and then here are sleeping pills for your nightmares. And these pills, unfortunately, made me worse. So once, we realized that they weren't working, went back to the VA, and my doctor said, oh my God, so sorry, accidentally gave you the wrong medications. What we've done is, by giving you these medicines, is pouring gasoline on a fire. I can't do this. This is just not a way to live. I'll figure it out. So true grit, man, white knuckle, just got off the meds, man. For the first time since I left the Army, I smoked cannabis again. And immediately, I was like, all right, this feels right. And so I had to again make the choice, either I'm gonna run the risk of getting caught, ruining the honor that this uniform gave me and I fought so hard for, because I'm trying to get access to a plant that helps me sleep, that helps my moods, as opposed to the legal stuff that you're giving me. It's not curing PTSD, but it's at least taking you from the likelihood of wanting to end your life to at least wanting to hang out. When I decided to enlist, it was to defend, liberate the oppressed. The government owns the patent to cannabis, man. They own it as a neuroprotectant. They know it heals. I'm suing Jeff Sessions, the DOJ, Robert W. Patterson, the acting administrator of the DEA in the United States of America. Let's just all get them in there, right? Because it's going after all of them. I had no fear in Iraq, looked the enemy dead in the eyes, gave no fucks about losing my life. And I intend to do the same and look them all in the eyes and just look into their soul, man. What I ask is that you support me my fellow plaintiffs in our effort to deschedule cannabis, even if you don't believe in it, even if you hate it, even if you never tried it, understand that it's a medicine that will keep, in part, that number somewhat lower. You know, show up, you know, dressed, come with facts to your local congressman, local senator. Talk to your community members. Again, it's all about the message. Why is it important for this to be legalized? Why? Well, it's important because, again, people are dying.